Hello everyone, I'm Geek Freak and welcome to the video. Man oh man, I'm gonna get a lot of people angry what I'm about to say, but I know there's a lot of people who does like GT, and some people consider it canon and a sequel to Z, but I believe Dragon Ball GT cannot happen. The fact that Dragon Ball GT isn't canon to the Dragon Ball Z series. Now listen, I just want you guys just to hear me out of what I have to say first before you guys want to rip my head off and burn my body. Just hear me out of what I have to say first, because I do have my reasons as to why GT can't happen after Dragon Ball Z. Now, I know for a fact there's going to be people out there who's going to say, oh, I bet you just hate GT. And you know what, to be honest, even though GT isn't perfect, there are things in GT that I do like for example, Super Saiyan 4, Baby, the idea of the Shadow Dragons being the final boss, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Yes, there are things in GT that I really do not like, but at the same time, there are things in GT I love. Again, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegeta, Gogeta, and the fact that the Tuffles come back in the form of Baby. And you know what, I've always loved the idea that the Tuffles would come back, that the Saiyans' ancient rivals have come back for revenge. The Saiyans were the brawns, but the Tuffles had the brains. I just love that idea. Baby was my favourite thing within GT, so no, I don't hate it. I have other reasons as to why GT can't happen after Z, but I do have a solution as to where GT can come from. And so, let's start from the beginning. Now the reason why I said GT isn't a sequel to the Dragon Ball Z series is because of one clip from GT. Do you guys remember that episode where there was a hole forming in the sky, and that hole was an entrance to hell? And then later on, we see clips of past villains like Goku and the rest of the Z-Warriors have fought in the past. We see Raccoon, King Cold, Raditz, Android 19, and other villains that we've seen in the past. But there was one clip that confused the hell out of me, and that clip was this one. And from this clip you can see Android 19, Yakon, Pui Pui, that android from the Red Ribbon Army, Jace, General Ruldo, and Raditz. And there's also an obvious character that's in this clip, and that is Cooler. Now, we know for a fact that Cooler isn't in the Dragon Ball series. Cooler has never made an appearance in the Dragon Ball series, or he was never mentioned by anybody, so it doesn't make any sense that Cooler would be in GT if GT is a sequel to Dragon Ball Z, the series. And it's the same with Broly, Dragon Ball Z Broly and Dragon Ball Super Broly. Dragon Ball Super Broly is canon. He is in Dragon Ball Super, which is a sequel to Dragon Ball Z. And also, look at Dragon Ball Z Broly. He's already been in 3 Dragon Ball Z movies, and he was mentioned a couple of times in the Dragon Ball Z movies and OVAs. So really, come on, there can't be 2 Brolys within the same universe. So these 2 Brolys are from different dimensions or different timelines. Z Broly is from the movies, and Dragon Ball Super Broly is from, well, Super. They aren't the same person, and there aren't 2 Brolys. And also, if you were to look in Fusion Reborn, you can see Paragus, Broly's father, in that movie. So Broly must be there somewhere. Let's just hope that Gohan has his full potential unleashed to fight against Broly this time. And that is the reason as to why GT can't be a sequel to Dragon Ball Z, the series. Now before you guys start typing into the comment sections, just let me finish. As you guys can see here, we had Dead Zone, The World's Strongest, The Tree of Might, Lord Slug, 2 Cooler movies, Super Android 13, Broly, and even though it's not a movie, it's a game and an OVA, there was the plan to eradicate the Saiyans, the original and the remake, and then there was BoJack Unbound, and there was Broly again, and then there was Bio Broly, and then there was Fusion Reborn, and then there was Wrath of the Dragon. And if you're a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, you know for a fact that barely any of these movies can fit perfectly within the series. I think the only 2 movies that can just fit into this series is BoJack Unbound and Wrath of the Dragon. But saying that, there are loads of things within the movies that stops them from fitting in perfectly within the series. And if I was to go through all the reasons as to why they wouldn't fit into the series, I would be here all day. However, there is a channel on YouTube called Dragon Ball University, and this guy has made a video series pointing out the reasons as to why the Dragon Ball Z movies wouldn't fit into the series. So I highly recommend you guys go and check out those videos and see as to why the Dragon Ball Z movies wouldn't fit into the series. So yeah, now that I've got all that cleared up, let's resume with the video. Now, even though I don't believe that GT comes after Z, and when I mean Z, I mean Dragon Ball Z the series. However, I do believe that GT comes after the Dragon Ball Z movies, as you guys can see from this chart I made. And as you guys know, Dragon Ball came first. Dragon Ball was the original. This is where Goku's original journey began. Now, after the original Dragon Ball, where do you go after this? And that is Dragon Ball Z. And as you guys can see here, these are the Dragon Ball Z movies, not the actual series itself. And again, the Dragon Ball Z movies don't take place within the series of Dragon Ball Z. It's been stated that the Dragon Ball Z movies takes place within an alternate reality or a different dimension or a different timeline or whatever. So yeah, there's an alternate reality where these movies take place within the series, but that Dragon Ball Z doesn't follow the Dragon Ball Z series that we know, if you guys know what I'm trying to say. Try and think of a world where Dragon Ball Z exists, but there was a Dragon Ball Z series that revolved around the movies, or where the movies fitted in perfectly within that version of Dragon Ball Z. You know, a Dragon Ball Z series that doesn't exist. But you know what? There is a good idea to this. Somebody could actually make a fan manga where they could create a Dragon Ball Z fan manga where the movies would make sense. I mean, come on, that is a good idea for what if fan manga, or all these Dragon Ball Z movies make sense. So yeah, if there's any Dragon Ball Z fans out there that's good at making fan manga, please make a manga of where the Dragon Ball Z movies slip into the series. I mean, keep every single character the same and try and make the fan manga and the Dragon Ball Z movies connect somehow. I mean, seriously, why hasn't anybody even tried this yet? I mean, if these movies are in a different dimension, in their own continuity, then it would make sense to make a fan-made manga. So there needs to be a manga where the Dragon Ball Z movies take place. So yeah, I've gone on far enough with this. Let's continue with my theory. Anyways, again, it starts off with Dragon Ball, and then it goes to the Dragon Ball Z movies, and then we go back to the Dragon Ball Z series, and it starts at 289, 290, and 291. Now the reason why I brought in these episodes from the series is for two reasons. Number one, in episode 289, Bulma and Vegeta visit Goku, and Bulma says that she hasn't seen Goku for 5 years. And this is reason number one why Dragon Ball Super cannot exist. Because we've had Beerus, we've had Frieza come back, we've had Zamasu, we've had the Universal Tournament, we've had Broly, we've had Moro, we've had Granola, and it's assumed that Dragon Ball Super Superhero takes place near the end of where Dragon Ball Z the manga ends. But the thing is, we know that Goku and Bulma and Vegeta and everybody else has been interacting with each other. So these 3 episodes don't make any sense, because we know that everybody's been interacting with each other for the past 5 years. And number 2, on the last episode, 291, the narrator says something along the lines of, "We've ended the chapter with Z, and now the next chapter is GT," or something like that. And then it goes on to GT. Now, if we have a look at this other chart that I've made, and obviously it starts off with Goku in Dragon Ball, and then it's the series Dragon Ball Z. You know, none of the Dragon Ball Z movies, it's just Dragon Ball Z, until you reach episode 288, Izo is late, of Dragon Ball Z. And this is the episode where Goku is late to the party that Bulma's created. And Goku is just waiting around near some sort of pterodactyl dinosaur things, and they're trying to hatch their eggs or something. Well, in my honest opinion, I think that this is the episode of where Dragon Ball Super takes place. I mean, not actually in the episode itself, but I think Dragon Ball Super takes place after this episode. And you know what, if you look at it this way, it does make a lot of sense. Because after this episode, we get Beerus, and then Frieza again, and then all these other sagas and movies within Dragon Ball Super. All this stuff with Beerus and Granola and all these other characters. All this stuff happened within a 5-year span. So if you look at it this way, Dragon Ball Z, until you get to 288 and then go into Super. And when you look at the other one with Goku and Dragon Ball, then the Dragon Ball Z movies, and then the episodes 289, 290, and 291. And then you go into GT. So really, you've got yourself 2 alternate realities. And yes, I know there's going to be some people out there who isn't going to like this, and they just want GT to be canon to Dragon Ball Super and Z and all that stuff. But I mean, come on, Goku's got the God forms, the Ultra Instinct, and all these other techniques that he's never had in GT. So really, Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball GT can't coexist. I mean, again, just look at Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball Super as different timelines or different dimensions or something like that. I mean, look at Super Dragon Ball Heroes. There is a lot of crazy stuff happening in that series that could not possibly exist within Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball GT. In fact, GT Goku, or it could be Xeno Goku, is meeting up with Dragon Ball Super Goku. And there are all these like different villains from all these different movies. I mean, there's also villains from Dragon Ball Super meeting with the Dragon Ball Z movie villains. And that is mental. There's GT characters meeting up with Super characters. There's Dragon Ball Z movie villains meeting up with brand new characters. So you could look at Super Dragon Ball Heroes as its own continuity or in a different dimension. And that's the way that we should look at two of these timelines. You have the GT timeline and you've got the Super timeline. Hell, I'm pretty sure that the Xeno games have their own continuity. So you could look at the stories within the Xeno games being in an alternate dimension or something. You know, something similar to like alternate timelines where all different versions of Dragon Ball Z exists. I mean, you could look at the fan-made Dragon Ball fan mangas made by fans for fans as alternate dimensions. You know, Dragon Ball Multiverse or Dragon Ball Super, the 13th universe with Murano. So you guys get what I'm saying now? GT and Super cannot coexist, but you can think of them as being a alternate reality from each other. And the Dragon Ball Z movies are connected to GT. But here's a question that I think everybody wants answered. After the new Dragon Ball Super superhero movie has came out, where it has been shown that Pan is now 4 years old and now she's in kindergarten or nursery. So yeah, she is 4 years old in the new Dragon Ball Super superhero movie. And around this time, when Pan was at this age, at the end of Dragon Ball Z, she was training with Goku and they went to the World Martial Arts Tournament. So it is hinted that Dragon Ball Super superhero takes place after the Granola arc. So the ending of Dragon Ball Z is nearing, or maybe it's gone past that. I mean, who knows? So if Dragon Ball Super superhero does take place after the Granola arc, then there'll be one or two things that'll take place after Dragon Ball Super superhero. Number one, the series will stop near the point where the original Dragon Ball Z manga ended, but I highly doubt that that would happen because the Dragon Ball franchise makes too much money. Which is why I think it's going to be number two, that they're going to carry on after the Dragon Ball Z manga ended years ago. You know, the original ending. But that's kind of the problem if you think about it. Because Granola said that he wished to be the most powerful being in the universe, which only counts for Universe 7. Because we all know how popular the Dragon Ball franchise is, so where would you go after Granola? That is the most powerful being in the universe. In Universe 7. And that is why I made this video, as you guys can see on the screen, after Granola. I made a video called 10 Things After the Granola Saga. Granola said he wanted to be the most powerful being in the universe, so where would you go after somebody who is as powerful as Granola? And if you guys want to hear my opinions on what I think would happen after the Granola Saga, please go and check out this video that I made as where I think the Dragon Ball franchise should go. And I have all sorts of ideas of where they could go with the Dragon Ball franchise. Different times, different universes, etc, etc. That video will give you some ideas of where the Z Warriors could go next. So yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest because even though I think Dragon Ball GT isn't perfect, but again, I do love Baby, I do love Super Saiyan 4, and there are a few good ideas within GT that I do like. But GT can't come after Dragon Ball Z the series, but it can come after the Dragon Ball Z movies. I mean, you guys can disagree if you want to, but some of the Dragon Ball Z movies do connect with each other, like the 2 Cooler movies, the 3 Broly movies, the plan to eradicate the Saiyans, whereas Turles, Lord Slug, Cooler, and Frieza. And Goku even mentioned that Hachiak was much more powerful than Broly. And in Fusion Reborn, we have this clip where it shows Bojack, Paragus, Frieza, and other minions from the Dragon Ball Z movies. And from the series, I'm sure if you guys was to pause this video and look carefully, I'm sure you'll find other villains from the other Dragon Ball Z movies and from the series. So Fusion Reborn does have a connection to the series and the Dragon Ball Z movie villains. And yeah, we don't see Cell in Fusion Reborn or Broly in Fusion Reborn, but you know what, I'm sure they're off doing their own thing somewhere. So yeah, the Dragon Ball Z movies do have connection with each other, and like I said at the beginning, Cooler was in Dragon Ball GT, but he wasn't in Dragon Ball Z, he was in the Dragon Ball Z movies. So yeah, all the Dragon Ball Z movies and Dragon Ball GT are connected. The Dragon Ball Z movies do have a connection with each other. So if you ask me, I think the Dragon Ball Z movies and GT being a continuation with each other does make sense. And you know what, I don't mind if this is the case. I mean, this is my headcanon, and you know what, I don't mind if this is it. The Dragon Ball Z movies are fun, and they do have a connection to GT. And again, you can look at all these continuities as like different dimensions or branch offs or whatever. And I think that's the best way at looking at all these Dragon Ball Z movies and all these sagas and so on. GT can't come after Super, but GT and the Dragon Ball Z movies can be their own continuity in another dimension. And again, you've got Super Dragon Ball Z Heroes, the Xeno games, Dragon Ball Super, and all these Dragon Ball fan-made mangas. You can look at all of those as different dimensions and different continuities of the original Dragon Ball Z. Think of them as different dimensions. And yes, I know I've said that a couple of times, but I mean, it's true if you think about it. And you know what? That, in my opinion, is fun. It's like Masako X and his What If series. Like, what if Nappa was good, or what if Frieza was good, or what if Cell was good, or what if Raditz came to Earth instead of Goku? What if Vegeta stayed evil? There are loads of possibilities for the Dragon Ball franchise, from fan mangas, to fan stories, to the corporate stories with Super Dragon Ball Heroes, and game stories, like in that one game in Dragon Ball Z where all the villains teamed up and they defeated all the heroes. And again, if you ask me, I think that's how we should view the Dragon Ball franchise. It would be kind of like that Teen Titans Go movie where all versions of themselves started fighting Hexagon. You know, all versions of the Teen Titans working together. Well, you guys know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's how I see the Dragon Ball Z movies and GT. And that's how I see Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. They're connected with each other. And now all we gotta do is just wait for a saga where these two continuities, GT and Super, meet up. And you know what? I would love to see that, where Super Saiyan 4 meets Super Saiyan Blue. And I'm not talking about like in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, but an actual story made by Akira Toriyama. That would be fun. So, what do you guys think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Do you like my ideas of the Dragon Ball Z movies connected with GT? Do you love GT? Do you love Dragon Ball Super? Or do you love other continuities of Dragon Ball? Please let me know in the comment section below, and let's get the discussion going. I'm Geek Freak. Peace out. Thank you guys for watching. And if there's a series you want me to check out and review and give my thoughts on it, or if there's a top 10 list you want me to do, or any reactions, or responses, or rants on anything geeky, just leave links and comments in the comment sections below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Don't forget to like, subscribe, put the bell on, share this video, and leave a comment in the comment sections below. And as for my social medias, I'm literally freaking everywhere! I'm on most video platforms, social medias, forums, and support sites. It's best to pause the video and see where I am. Literally all of this is down in the description box below. So if you want to go and check those out, please do. I'm Geek Freak. Peace out.